And I've been joined by Colin Hasty, one of the pro car drivers in the Bankfin series, as the cars come up to the start line for the start of round 13 of the Bankfin Touring Car Series. And as you heard Marco Dos Santos saying, he has to get to this first corner first.
And he's on the outside there. It's got to be slippery. We're in car with Watson Smith here. Now he's going to get the drive. He's got to get the drive down early to have a go at Mark going up onto the turn 2, which is a tight first gear corner to the right as they come up. Hard on the brakes. Listen, he's got the slippery stuff. He's locked up and he runs wide.
Well, he'll still probably keep the position. It's Dos Santos first, followed by Janelle de Villiers, then Duncan Foss. One of the Audis has got past Watson Smith. There's Michael Briggs, who started in 6th position. He's down to about 8th or 9th already as the two Audis have a go at each other.
Into each other. That's the slippery stuff we were talking about. And now they are down the back straight. Now we've got to watch the drive that they've got. That's Terry on the right-hand side, Anthony Taylor, and he bumps him off. Typical Terry, aggro as usual. Well,
we're seeing Dos Santos, de Villiers, Foss. There's the Audi of Chris Aberdeen up there as well. There's Michael Briggs in the Sassel BMW as we look at Marco Dos Santos.
Now this is maximum pressure for Marco. He's got Janelle de Villiers, two-time champion right behind him. Guaranteed Marco wants to win this race. In car with Watson Smith, coming onto the pit straight. They turn in. Now listen, has he got the drive? He's got good drive coming out of the corner here. You've got to watch the slippery part of the track. It's very, very dusty, aggressive on the tyres.
End of lap 1, Marco Dos Santos looking for his first win in Bankfin Touring Cars, as is Sean Watson Smith as well. He won 4 or 5 years ago anyway, when we had the Super Touring, but he's still looking for a win in this formula.
Now Marco's pushing very, very hard. You've got to watch the tyres. The track's very, very aggressive on tyres. His tyres have got to stick with him for the end of the race, but it looks like he's pulling away from Janelle there. Absolutely fantastic driving by a super talented driver.
Well, some of the qualifying, Colin, was actually done on old tyres, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were finding that on the new tyres, a very abrasive surface, we weren't getting enough heat into the tyres, and it was graining them, which are very small tears over the surface of the tyre, and you don't get a lot of grip.
Once again, Dos Santos, the 3 Nissans still ahead, and behind there's Terry Moss, followed by Michael Briggs. Michael not having a good qualifying session, and we're back in car with Sean Watson Smith, who's going to have a go down the...
Up the inside, and he's going to run wide onto the... Oh, he's got it. He's got the drive back, and he comes out of the corner. Really, really good maneuver there. These guys are 100% on the limit. When we say that they made a small little mistake, it's like a balancing act. They're on a thin, high-tension wire. If they... 1 centimetre one side, 1 centimetre the other side, and they can go off. This is real high-tension stuff.
But it's excellent. We've got all the cars running all together, really. This is what touring cars is all about, isn't it?
Oh, and that's the other idea of running them on the short circuit, where you have lots of cars on a small portion of the track and action all the way. There's one of the Audis, I think it's Chris Aberdeen, locking up, running wide, giving Dion Jabé a gap to come up on the inside. But it's still Marco Dos Santos who's really doing well. He's pulled a small gap away from Janelle, who's got Mark Peters right on his tail. Great stuff.
Once again, coming down the back, and the fastest part of the circuit, there's Marco Dos Santos, followed by the other 2 BP Nissans. We're in car with Mark Pete in the Englishman, not having the best of seasons this year.
But I thought he's doing really well today, right up there with Janelle, who's putting a bit of pressure on Marco. It looks like Janelle, he's not 2-time champion for nothing. He's looked after his tyres in the opening lap, and it looks now that he's got the right kind of heat in them, and he's going to put maximum pressure on Marco. Marco's desperate to win this race. He's doing unbelievably well as a privateer to stay in front there. Can he keep the position?
Well, looking at Mike Briggs, ahead of him is teammate Sean van der Linde, and on the left-hand side, second in the championship as...
It's Duncan Foss over there as they're turning in.
Is Sean going to keep it?
Oh, he's off. Now, that's what we meant by running wide.
That's Michael Briggs running wide, and oh gosh, just misses the Audi, but loses it.
Now, there's not a lot of lock on the steering on these cars because they sit so low, and that's why once he got a little bit too far out of shape, he had absolutely no chance of saving it.
Lap 7, it's Dos Santos, followed by de Villiers. Sean Watson Smith in the first of the Petronas Opals. He's up there, chasing. This Opal's going really well at the moment. He's got past Mark Peters.
But look at the 2 of them, Marco and Janelle in the front there. There's going to be tears here. They're really having a go at each other.
Fastest part of the circuit, 220 k's an hour.
And that's Janelle on the outside. inside. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Is he going to make it?
Well,
whoa, they've got into each other. You see that little bit of block? Janil's run wide. Marco punted him off.
He's on the rough stuff. Is Janil de Villiers, is he keeping it going? Yes, he just keeps it going, just behind Chris Aberdeen in the Opal. It's still De Santos and Watson Smith, both of these drivers going for their first win in Bankfin touring cars.
Now, who wants to win it more, and more importantly, who's got the better tyres? They're coming up down the pit straight, past all the pit crews on the left-hand side, and that's Duncan Foss having a look up the inside of Sean.
It's De Santos, Watson Smith, that's Mark Peters, behind now one of the Audis out there.
Well, it's absolutely fantastic to see the Opal and the Audi running up there right in the lead, and Watson Smith's going for it. Up the inside.
A tight turn as they go from the long circuit. This is the short little gap across. We're seeing Michael Briggs after his spin. He's got past Byron Buerta in the Nissan Sentra.
That's Cliff Wilkinson ahead of him there.
Michael putting in some fast laps, but he's way behind, and his behind is also on its way.
Well, yeah, lost a bit of bumper trailing there. Hopefully it doesn't come off. Right, forward to lap 9, up the back straight, and you've got Sean Watson Smith giving maximum pressure to Marco De Santos. The Audi coming up, looking up the inside of Mark Peters there. Absolutely fantastic. Right, in car with Sean through the quick stuff. Now listen to his throttle as he's looking for grip. It was really, really quick. The car's balanced on a knife edge. They're turning through this long right hand, and now he's going to have a look up the inside of De Villiers over there.
This is Sean van der Linde. We go back to the front. It's De Santos. Watson Smith has a look down the inside. Has he got past him? Marco De Santos is going to fight. He's going to have the advantage as they come onto the pit straight. So it's still Marco De Santos, Sean Watson Smith in the Opal. In third position is the second Nissan of Mark Peters, and gosh, it's all action.
And Watson Smith coming on the brakes now. He's got better tyres here. Look at Marco's car. It's moving around a little bit. His tyres look like they're pretty shot. We've got to watch Sean here. He's got the quickest car on the track between him and Marco here, I think.
They take a dive down on the right-hand side. Sean's lost it. He's
on his
way to the barrier. No, he's not.
Trying to get back onto the tyre. Oh, it's too much. It's rear-wheel drive.
Oh,
whoa,
gosh.
Into the
Dion Joubert just had nowhere to go. I probably...
Well, I'll tell you what, that's 100% commitment from Sean. He's racing
and there is a
place.
very, very bent Sassel BMW on its way back to the pits. Is he going to be able to get there? That is the question. But gosh, that was a heavy impact.
Yeah, but you know what, Jonathan? He's got 100% commitment. He's racing for 5th position. These guys are paid well. He's doing the job for his manufacturer.
Let's have a look at the replay. There goes Sean off on the left-hand side, tries to bring it round, and almost skews straight across the track. Dion Joubert nowhere to go, and he's got a broken left rear wheel.
Now remember that BMW's rear wheel drive, which is why I got the oversteer, and it's Watson Smith looking up the inside of
got it,
and he runs wide again.
Got off the other side.
What we were talking about earlier, very, very little room for error. Once you start sliding on the dirty part of the track, you're going to go off. Now
Mark Peters and Aberdeen, they're off together. It's all round and roundabout.
You see the light, he's stalled the car, he's not going to go anywhere.
Chris Aberdeen manages to keep it going in the Engine Audi. He's back onto the track. Mark Peters...
Whoa, we got the trio of Audis.
And not going to be very happy Audi drivers there as Chris Aberdeen came back on. And Mark Peters...
He's trying to get out of that door. It's been bashed shut. Oh, give it a good kick, Mark. There you go. That'll make Glenn happy.
Yeah, maybe try the passenger side, and Sean van der Linde comes back to the pits. His door's gone already.
Yeah, the story of the doors. Now what they'll do is they'll whip all of those parts off that BMW. It looks like superficial damage. Get the car ready for the second race.
Mark Peters takes a slow walk back to the pits. We're on lap 14. Still Marco De Santos in the lead.
And it looks like he's pulled out a little bit of a lead there. Absolutely fantastic stuff.
Sean Watson Smith now back in third place after his little excursion. We've got Duncan Foss ahead, so it's the two Primeras. We've got an Opal. This is the fastest part of the track. Duncan Foss has a little look down the inside of Marco De Santos.
Yeah, but look at the speed that Sean's carrying. He's really quick through this car. This corner. This Opal is really working well. Marco's run wide.
Duncan's going to have a look down the inside.
And
contact once again.
Into each other.
Duncan Foss is off. He's doing a little bit of farming. Same place that Sean Watson Smith went off. Janil de Villiers, is he going to get back into third place ahead of Duncan Foss? We shall see.
Yeah, there you go. The Janil's through. There's a bit of smoke coming out of the back of that car. I hope it isn't dropping oil down onto the circuit, which will make it unbelievably slippery for Duncan Duncan right behind him.
3 Nissan Primeras, 1 Opel Vectra, and it's Sean Watson-Smith. And Sean is all over on the slippery stuff, as we said before.
He's looking for grip with the accelerator, and he gets out there. There's that smoking Primera.
And Duncan Foss is off again. He spun. That's his racer.
John, it's got to be oil going down there. It must be oil. You don't make so many mistakes like that.
Now Marco Dos Santos has got quite a lead now. And further back, 4th, 5th and 6th, the engine Audis. Has been said, Colin, that Terry Moss's team orders get made up as we go along.
And there's absolutely no love lost between them there. Right, last lap. This is going to be mega pressure for Dos Santos. You've got Watson-Smith has got a good car underneath him. You've seen how he's closed the gap there.
Still away behind. They're coming up to one of the slower pro cars as they go past Sean Watson-Smith. This is a quick right-hander. It's a nudge. Keep your foot on the accelerator.
And Sean's carrying good speed through there. Now we've got the long straight. He's going to get right tucked up behind Marco, get the toe. Look at him closing. This Opel can really truck down the straight.
Both of these drivers going for their first win in Bankfin touring cars this year. Marco Dos Santos really needs this win. He is so passionate about his motor racing, but Watson-Smith is right behind him. Is he going to have a look down the inside?
Marco's running wide. He's got wide offline there. Sean's having a look up the inside.
Together. Oh, goodness gracious. The last corner.
And Watson-Smith hard on the brakes there. Well, I tell you what, Marco opened the door. You don't open the door twice to Sean. He's in there.
He's kept his second place, Marco Dos Santos, but Sean Watson-Smith looks like he's going to take his first win of the year. Marco Dos Santos, and he's, look, something wrong with
the tyres are wrecked. The tyres are absolutely wrecked on that Primera.
And Janelle de Villiers has got past him. So first, Sean Watson-Smith, second, Janelle de Villiers, and in third place, the man who led for 16 3/4 laps, Marco Dos Santos. And the 3-engine Audis of Terry Moss, Chris Aberdeen, and Anthony Taylor scoring valuable points.
Well, I'll tell you what, Marco's really going to want to have a good talk to Sean down back in the pit.
Well, he certainly did. A nice, quiet chat he wanted. Sean, race ending in a bit of controversy there. What happened?
Well, it was a pretty up and down race the whole way. And Marco was having a problem through the second fast right-hander, and on the last lap I was pressurizing him through the first one, and he ran wide, a full car width off the line through the second last one. He was sideways, and as he got it straight, he tried to come across to cover his line, and I was already there.
What a win for Petronas Opel, pending a bit of a query, maybe?
No, I'm ecstatic. I'm sure I'll be exonerated. I feel confident that it was a legitimate move. I'm just ecstatic for the team, that the hard work has paid off. They've worked incredibly hard to make sure this car gets to the front, and I'm just so happy for the guys.
Bankfin, the right deal for you.